And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Taff Live. Kev's
I'm
back.
back.
Happy days, and he's got a lot of referee base moaning to do regarding West Ham and Man United yesterday.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Man United at Old Trafford, back with the referee. It's funny how they got some kind of Fergie influence going on there. Obviously, through Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and all of a sudden the referees are back on the payroll.
Well, to be fair, I think it's the only decision you had wrong, to be honest, in the game. But um, I think it was Snodgrass at Feld was saying
Mm.
that it was outside the box. I don't even think he touched him, to be honest.
No,
I honestly didn't think he was touching him. No way it was a penalty.
no.
And the goal was offside as well. They
Mm.
clearly showed he was onside. I can see why
Yeah.
the linesman give it offside because he wound up with a play. And when what's his name? I can't think his name now. Anderson touched the ball.
Mm. That's it. But then, anyway, we got people flooding in now. So Jacob NCAFC says up the county, good man, feels firm is in. Hi to you too, mate. Nasi Islam is in. Yes, lads. Yes, Nasi. Luke County is in. Hi, Taff and Kev. Hi, Luke. What's happening, Taff and Kev? Well, we're filming a live stream at the moment, Friels. Hopefully Weedy Weed doesn't join.
There he is.
He's there. He's never going to miss out. Russ Page is there. Good man, Russ. How's it going? Tony is in. Good man. Taff, you caught me out. I'm sorry. I will remove this if you like. Not to worry, Weedy Weeds. You keep things interesting. Keep the abuse coming. We enjoy the abuse, don't we? It's a good laugh. It is. You've just got out of bed, Taff. Yeah, I got the worst hair in the world. If I leave it, if I leave it throughout the day without putting any gel in it, it does whatever the fuck it wants. Like So, Kevin, actually, I'm glad you're in, mate. Because Kev? Did you see the post that we put out regarding the end of season party that's come up?
I've seen that.
Yeah. Will you be attending?
I will attend. Yeah.
Good man. I'll be there also. DJ Rob Sandris
is
there.
For me anyway, so.
Yep, absolutely. So for anyone else in the area that wants to go, it's on the Friday the 26th, starting at 7 o'clock at the Scrum Half. Like I say, we got music from the great Rob Sandris. Yeah, bloody hell, my head is all over the place, isn't it? Again, Jesus wept. Anyway, Jake Powell's in. Amber Army, good man. Luke County. Would Manchester United fans want to win the Manchester Derby and probably give Liverpool the title?
To see about this, he was talking with people on the TV yesterday, and I think he spoke to a Man United fan and a Liverpool fan about the two games or the two teams, and they both said that they hated each other's teams. So Liverpool fans said he can't stand Man U, and Man U said he can't stand Liverpool. But the guy said the Man U fan said if it come down to it, he said I'd want Man City to win it because I detest Liverpool.
Yeah.
And so I think probably a lot will would want Man City to win it and not Liverpool.
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, my take on that is Manchester United fans who live outside of Manchester will want their team to lose to let City go ahead and win the title so Liverpool don't. But when you're in Manchester, when it's a derby, an intercity derby, it's all about bragging rights. You go into work, half the people there support
I think
United.
the take on it is as well,
United
still could have something still to play for Champions League spot. So at the end of the day, you go out to win your game. You don't go out to lose it.
No.
Regardless whether you've got nothing to play for in the season. Technically, you've got to go out and win the game. So whether they win the game and give Liverpool the title doesn't matter.
But Liverpool aren't guaranteed
they've got to win the game.
Liverpool still got to win four other games.
United beating Man City ain't going to give Liverpool the title.
It ain't going to guarantee anything. But the one thing it could guarantee is Man United don't finish in the top four.
So they're going to have to go out and beat Man City. So if they beat Man City and Liverpool go on and win every game, then no one can argue at Man United to give them a title, can they?
Yeah. A good point to bring up, Luke. Thank you very much for that. Tony, good win for us on the weekend. Playoffs back on. No. We have to win our game in hand. We win our game in hand, we give ourselves an outside chance.
Problem is, everyone's saying we're 5 points off, we're 5 points off. What you've got to think of, we've got 4 teams above us as well. All those teams are 5 points off.
Yeah.
So if all them teams have got to lose at least 1 or 2 games for us to catch.
If we finish...
If we win our game in hand, it's in our hands.
Yeah, we'll then go in 8th place.
But that's if we get to our game in hand, still in the same position we're in.
Yeah.
And whether other teams above us are still winning. This is the thing, if Carlisle went on the run, Colchester won the next 3 games, it wouldn't matter whether we won our game in hand, because we can't catch them.
We're on a bit of an unbeaten run. We've won our last 2 away games. We've kept 3 clean sheets in a row.
I think the big thing was the Tranmere game where the goal was disallowed.
Yeah.
If we get that, that's 2 extra points we got.
Yeah.
Which suddenly then
puts us on even points.
3 points behind Exeter.
It'll put us on even points if we win that game.
If we win that game in hand. So,
but
I think yes,
goal difference could be a factor for us.
It is. Well, technically, we're 6 points behind. Like we said, with goal difference, but. I just think it's a big ask, and we've got to rely not just on ourselves. We could win every game and still not make the playoffs. So,
so Mitchell Jenkins, all right, Mitchell. Marcus May, evening both. Evening, Marcus. Fancy our chances versus Bury on Friday? I do.
I think any of the top sides will beat at home anyway. And I think I thought the hardest game we had in the running was yesterday's game.
Yeah.
I thought that was the hardest game we had.
Yeah.
Because I think we played well against the top sides at home. Okay. Swindon probably should have won the game. To be fair, Tranmere game was just stop all the time. But look at the teams we played at home this season. Bury, I think we beat them. I think we beat Lincoln as well. I think
now Lincoln are promoted. Obviously, they got the title to go for, but I think they've got that sewn up anyway.
If they win next weekend, they can win the title anyway.
They could well do, yeah. So Lincoln could already have won the title. They'd just be playing for a bit of extra pride. But we've actually got something to play for, so there'll be a bit more fight in us, I feel. Bury. I think with Bury, they're very much on a downer, although they beat Colchester on the weekend, but Colchester are also on a downfall in form. Anyway, we got a fair few of you in the chat at the moment, only 4 likes. How about we get the thumbs up on the go and see if we can push past 10 to start with, and then we'll start talking about extensions then, guys. Also, do we find out who Weedy Weed was?
Paul Gobbett.
I can't Paul Gobbett. Well... He's turned out to be just as much as a mystery as Weedy Weed was. Yeah. Right. But Weedy Weed, yes, we know Weedy Weed. He's a good lad. He just he's just a little bit brave, shall we say? That's the thing. That's the word to use. Brave on these things. But no, fair play. No, he's given us a good laugh, haven't he? Him and his little band of hooligans, like Anyway, where were we? Ellis Williams. We were outstanding yesterday. Well, I couldn't make it, but 3-0 away, doesn't matter who you beat in this league. 3-0 away is an outstanding result.
I read a report afterwards because I won there as well. What Flinney said, it could have been 6-2.
Yeah.
They should have scored 2, he said as well, but he said we could have scored 5 or 6 to be honest. So.
But I think.
And I've seen the highlights of the game, and all good goals. Great to see McCurdy score.
So anyway, plenty more to talk about. I mean, we've had our first promotion and relegation this weekend. Obviously, Lincoln from our division have been promoted. Congratulations, any Lincoln fans out there. And commiserations to any Ipswich fans out there. If Nick is in, I really felt for you yesterday, mate. But use the League One springboard like the likes of Southampton, Norwich, Leicester, Man City. Plenty of teams like that have used it, where they've gone down to League One and they bounced straight back up into the Premier League.
Another relegation next week anyway. Cardiff City
could
Brighton beat them. That's all over for them.
Well, obviously it wasn't our first relegation, obviously, because Huddersfield and Fulham were relegated recently. But we knew they were going down for weeks. We've known that.
If Cardiff don't beat Brighton next week, or they lose to Brighton, I think they're gone.
So West Bromwich Albion's George is in. Hello. Good result for you guys on the weekend. H is in. Hi guys, good win yesterday. Great performance by the lads. Absolutely. Jake Powell, Amber Army. Rob Passes in. Ward. Weedy Weed, here we go. Kev, why do you keep floating away? Come over by us, move further and further away. That's a bloody good point, that is, Kev.
What do you mean moving away?
I know, you seem to be further away from us every game.
Do I?
Aye. I mean, the Sullivans are barely there anymore. You can come back in with us. Tony, if Man City win...
depends who I'm stood
Spurs
with, to be
and
honest.
United City to win the league. I hope I'm wrong.
Depends who I'm stood with. Because Carlo Lander don't like the drum.
Right, okay.
Because he's old.
Go on, Carl.
And that's it, really. It depends who I stand with.
Fair enough. But if Carl's here, I mean, you could always sort of stand a little bit away, but not too far away that you're not in sort of earshot of what we're doing, so we can all sing together. I think these next 2 home games is when we're really going to need the crowd to pull their weight, and give their voices.
I'll be in amongst it Good Friday because he won't be there anyway.
Legend. There we go. See, Kevin's back. Tony, yeah. So if Man City beat Spurs, I reckon, if Man City beat Spurs and United, they got it. But I got a funny feeling Spurs have got a part.
I don't know. I think Liverpool got the easiest running. I think the hardest game out of them all is Wolves.
and that was at home on the last day.
Yeah, Newcastle could be a thing, but then Newcastle have nothing to play for because they're safe now anyway. So.
Yeah, Newcastle away worries me, but then they could be the old
I think the only thing with Newcastle away is probably a point.
Yeah.
Liverpool get a point in and Man City win a game because Man City got a game in hand, haven't they, as well? So.
Man City got the game in hand, Liverpool got the 2-point lead at the moment, but Man City, say, I got a feeling Tottenham might have something to say at Man City. I've also got a feeling that the United and City Manchester derby.
The United Tottenham games could be both draws for Man City, which would help Liverpool big time.
Yeah, I mean, if it's 2 draws, then Liverpool take the title. Then I think, but I always said if Liverpool could get past the Chelsea test today, I think they'll go on and win it. Because I think City are going to drop points somewhere. Liverpool have had their hiccups now; they're on the up. I think they'll win their remaining games. Anyway, let's catch up on all these questions. And Joel Morgan, what a great win yesterday. Who's your guys' favourite player for the county? Josh Labardi for me.
Gotta be Hammond.
Obviously, Hammond comes in very close.
Joe Day. People sleep Day, but I think if it weren't for Joe Day, we wouldn't be where we are.
Absolutely.
Either. But it's got to be Hammond. I think probably one of the best strikers we've ever had for the club, to be honest.
So Russ Page makes a good point here. Who do you think will sign a new deal?
I think Bennett's still here next season, isn't he?
Did Bennett sign a 2-year contract?
I'm sure Bennett's still here next season. I could be wrong. I think Day will stay. I think Butler will be gone.
Really?
Yeah.
I bloody well hope not.
I think Butler will be gone. You've missed Demetriou on here as well because he's not signed up for next season either.
Demetriou we got to keep. We got to keep O'Brien and Demetriou definitely.
Yeah, O'Brien and Demetriou we got to keep. The reason I think Butler will go because he only signed a 1-year deal last year.
I think he might
he was
stop.
looking at going elsewhere, and I know we got League One and Championship sides looking at him as well. Labadie is to me, I don't know. Too injury prone. That's the problem we got. We don't want another Crofts. We don't want another Crofts where Labadie's going to play. All right, let's take 5 and an Andy Carroll. But Labadie will play 5 games and then be out for 10. We can't afford to do that now.
But then since he's been back from his big injury, he's been all right, isn't he?
He has been all right, but then again, from the injury he's had, and all right, he's got better and he's been better in the squad. I just think, I don't know on him.
Even if we only get 25-30 games a season out of him, those 25-30 games could be crucial in the difference he could make in them.
But I just think with the money he's going to want, is it worth?
Yeah.
Because he's going to be one of the highest paid, surely.
Yeah.
So is it going to be worth it? I don't know.
But all I know is that we've got to keep the spine of this team.
The other one, Sheehan.
Definitely. I'd keep Sheehan. He's coming into form now at the time when we need him to, and if he kicks on and keeps playing the way he has been and helps get us into the playoffs, we got to. What happens if we get to League One?
Because the thing is, all our midfielders are out the contract in the season. Dolan I wouldn't keep. I think Dolan will go to Cheltenham.
Possibly.
Because Kev Dawson's here and he's good mates with him.
Yeah.
I think he go to Cheltenham. Obviously we've got Labadie, who's out the contract. We've obviously got Bankinson's going to go back. Crofts, I wouldn't even pay him with buttons. Not because he's rubbish, it's just we're not going to get anything out of him. He's come back now, we play 3 games, you'll see him again.
Yeah. Fair enough, but then as long as we keep the main players.
Obviously we've got Wilmot signed up.
We got Hammond, we got Jammer.
Well, we've got Jammer and Aziz, isn't he? Because
Aziz will be signed up for next season as well. So we already got some good players ready for next season, but hopefully we can keep some of our better ones. And I think add a Sammy Smodics type player, a midfield creative goal scorer.
I'd actually keep Ben Kennedy if we can keep him. I know he's still under contract with Steven. But if he rip his contract up and he tells him to shove it, I'd love to sign Ben Kennedy.
Perfect. That'd be great, that would, yeah. So Callum Winton agrees with Weedy Weed. Sorry, Kev, but they're all agreeing with Weedy Weed, yeah. Joel had to say, "Oh, we're so solid." Well, I don't get that. Kev floating away. Whoops. Good result for Exeter, 4 points from 8th. From 8th now. We're 4 points from 8th, yeah. But then, no, we're 3 points from 8th. If we win our game in hand, we go into 8th. And then we're then 3 points away from you guys. Callum, you're Weedy Weed. So Callum Winton is not Weedy Weed. It's the squiffy looking lad who stood next to me on Saturday. I think we blew it on Tuesday. So Bury, Lincoln and Oldham next for home ain't going to be easy. No, 3 tough games, but I fancy us at home.
Like I said, I think we'll beat anyone at home, and I think they're probably, this game out of them is probably Oldham. I'll tell you why I think it's Oldham, because they're in the same position as us.
Yeah.
We got a very, very outside chance of getting the playoffs.
So Jacob says, VAR in League 2. I'd love it, but I don't think it'll happen, will it?
Problem is, can you do it some of the League 2 guys? You can imagine going to Forest Green and VAR. You haven't got a proper bloody burger van there.
I think the way to do it is to have like an independent reffing panel watching the game
the
on a
only
screen.
thing you could do is watch it on a big screen, sat in the bar or something like that, and you just mugged up to the ref.
A qualified ref who can look at the screen.
That was a penalty or a penalty. That's going to take 10 seconds.
Put it through to the headset, yeah. So Luke County says Butler needs a new contract.
He does, but I just don't think he'll sign one.
Looking like Albion versus Villa now in the playoffs now, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Albion and Villa, a local derby in the playoff semi-final, Jesus. Weedy Weed fan club, oh for fuck's sake. Keep coming thick and fast, don't they? Neil Wilmot, Robbie's dad, evening Taff, hope you're well, I'm very well. Kevin's here as well, mate.
Evening.
Robbie has been a freaking great player for us this season, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's gone off the boil last couple of games, but to be fair, he's been playing him out the position again. He played against Yeovil, he was in the middle, he switched him onto the right the second half, and he was outstanding against Yeovil. And obviously the Tranmere game, no one could get into that game, and I think last Tuesday was a poor game overall, really, to be honest. So
then
the thing is, Robbie plays well, the team does, so...
Yeah, completely agree. Luke County, is she a new contract, yes or no? I would love to keep Sheehan.
I still say at the moment no, because he had that one game against Yeovil. I didn't think he played well against Swindon at all, to be honest. I thought he was okay, but he wasn't brilliant. He was no better than anyone else. And how he got man of the match Tuesday, I don't know, because he was a man of the match against Swindon, nowhere near
Sheehan.
But he voted him man of the match. Now I would have given it a day or poor myself, but to me, Sheehan was not man of the match. But would we offer him a new contract? I think he needs to prove himself next couple of games. One game doesn't do it for me.
I got a feeling that he's gonna do just that. I got a feeling he's gonna play a big part on whether we get in the playoffs or not. If you wanted one player in League 2, who would it be?
John Akinde, all day long.
I'd say Sammy Smodics, because that is our weak link. We need a player like him.
But I'd say John Akinde. It'd have to be Akinde. Bang your goals in. I know we got Hammond and Jamil Matt, but they're not going to be here for. Hammond's not going to be playing forever. But
fair enough. So Sheehan, yes. Russ Page would keep him. How far can Lincoln go? I think, to be honest with you, I think League One is going to be their limit. I can't see him pushing further than that, unless.
I don't think they'll go. I don't think they'll go any further, because I genuinely think their manager will be snapped up at the end of the season.
It wouldn't surprise me if Cayley becomes a Championship manager next season.
Yeah.
But I don't know, actually. Come to think of it, right, the momentum they got behind them, I didn't think that they were going to go further than League 2, if I'm being honest, from when they came up. But the fans stayed there.
I tipped them to win the league this year.
I tipped them to win the league this year, but last year I didn't think they were going to get as high as they got. But fair play, the fans go in their droves, and I don't know what the secret is. Whatever the secret is with Lincoln, we need a bit of that down here, because we've had 2 cup runs, they've had 1. They had a cup run in the same season, right, as a promotion.
I suppose you've got to look at it. If you look where Lincoln is to where Newport is, and we had in the 80s, we always had the issue. We got a hardcore of about 2,500, 3,000. Even in the 80s, when we were getting 6,000 or 7,000, we had a hardcore of 2,500, 3,000 Newport. Yeah. We will never get more than that. If we won promotion this year to League One and we sustained ourselves in League One, we wouldn't be getting more than 4,000.
Probably not, and that's a shame.
And I think, and the biggest issue is you've got Cardiff, Swansea up the road, you've got Bristol either side of us.
That's the thing, that who from Newport would go to regularly go and watch Bristol, though.
Yeah, but it's not. You've got to think is as Flinny always said, we've missed an era, 25 years of fans.
But the good thing is we got the kids coming now.
We got the kids coming,
loads of them.
But obviously we had from the 80s a lot of fans went over to Cardiff. Which is
freaking despicable. It's despicable, that.
It is. And
you're angry red in shame if you're one of them.
People didn't bother. And then Cardiff started progressing. And all of a sudden they're hardcore Cardiff fans when they were county fans for 25 years. So I just think it's going to take us years and years. But as I said, in the 80s we never had a big hardcore fan base. We never had, and I don't think we ever will.
Newport's thriving a little bit more now, isn't it? There's more people living there.
We need to hit the valleys, because you go up the valleys, Evervale, Bliner, all
It's
that.
a point I've been
Even
making
the
for a while.
Ronda, a lot of them support Cardiff City.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, the Ronda is above Cardiff, isn't it?
It is, I know, it's a CF postcode.
But then above us, we got the likes of Caerphilly. Well, Caerphilly is above Cardiff as well.
Again,
really.
it's a CF postcode.
But then we're looking at the likes of.
If you look at the Gwent Valleys, you've got Ebervale, Bliner, Abertillery.
Newbridge, Blackwood, Risca, Wattsville, Cumvalinvac.
So
there's so many little towns we should be hitting
them towns and villages up that way and pulling them down.
Market them.
Yeah.
I made a suggestion at the board about us sending like a second string team to during each summer. Send a second string team up into the valleys to play local teams up here, and we're talking second string youth players, trialists. You know, it doesn't matter as long as it's Newport County, and we get like a Wayne Hatswell or a Byron Anthony or a Michael Flynn managing that team there. That's going to draw in a crowd, and while you're there, you know, it doesn't cost an awful lot to print a bunch of leaflets and just say,
one or two of the big names up there, like Hammond or something, going on the bench.
But then you wouldn't want to risk them, you know, would you?
Just bring them on, don't you?
But then your big time Charlies would be there, want to be the one who crocked a Newport County player, like, you know, that's the problem you're going to get.
It is.
But if you print out a few thousand leaflets, and while you're up in these places, hand them over and just give them some kind of incentive. Did you know it will only cost this amount to jump on the bus to Newport and it'll take you half hour to get there, you know, for our home games?
Yeah.
You know? Just to get them thinking. I
think we need to be hitting the valleys, and I don't think we're doing enough, to be honest.
But anyway, we're leaving people behind Journey, but then Luke County, Afak and Lincoln go, and they were talking about how to get more fans in the county. It's amazing how these things progress. So Weedy Reid would rather die than be Callum. That's a bit below the belt, that is. That's rough, isn't it? That's rough. Rather be dead than be my mate. George WB, Sheffield United were down a few years ago. Now they're pushing for more automatic promotion. Exactly, Sheffield United are another potential springboarder. Another springboarder. Yeah. Callum Whittington, he's saying thanks. Ellis Williams, hate to say it, but if we don't go up, we are losing Joe Day.
I don't think so. The reason is, I think he's settled you at the moment. I think one more season, yes. I genuinely think if we get the playoffs, or we just miss out on playoffs, we lose Flynn as well, I genuinely think so, at the end of the season. And then Joe Day could go, because depending where Flynn went, he might take Joe Day with him. So
Tony, Liverpool favourite for the Champions League? I wouldn't say so, no. I think you've still got to see City. I think Tottenham needed more goals. Man City crumble. Juve lack depth, in my opinion. Barca can't win without the front three. Liverpool seem to have experience, depth and quality. I think it's a good shape, mind you, to say Liverpool could be favourites for the Champions League. I mean, with no Real Madrid to spoil the party like they did last time, no Sergio Ramos to take out Liverpool's
look at Barcelona on their day, they'll beat anyone in the world on their day. But then I guess the same could be said about Liverpool though, or Man City. I suppose so. I just think Barcelona. They've never been they've been a different side since Guardiola left, but they've still got probably the best player in the world playing for them.
So QLD, higher Taff, higher QLD. Cardiff had some bad refereeing decisions like County have had.
I said this the other week to someone over the county, to be honest. I think it's a Welsh thing.
It could be.
I genuinely think Swansea had it as well against Chelsea in the Cup. I genuinely think it's a Welsh thing. And people can say, you're being silly. Well, proofs it would have put him really. Cardiff had that bad decision. Which we all laughed at, which was hilarious.
We get them all the time. And Swansea got robbed in the FA Cup as well.
In the FA Cup, so we've had a few this year, and I just genuinely think it's...
I speak to a few Wrexham fans as well, and they tell me that
they're not Welsh, they're fucking Scapes.
They're Scapes, yeah.
Most of them.
So Retro Kev, you have a bit retro, aren't you? But he looks younger than me. It's because I'm a fat lazy bastard, and Kevin actually eats well and actually goes out running.
Well, when I eat well, I go running, but I don't eat well.
Well, you knocked the old Newcastle brain on the head, though. That's a good start for you. Weedy, cheers for your support. My own fan club, come off it as one of your aliases. Welsh game, but also Southampton got screwed over with United and liver scum results. Also, one doesn't like.
Well, all the smaller sides do. As I said yesterday with that game, the West Ham game, never a penalty. The first one, they had a goal offside, and it always happens against the bigger sides.
Yeah.
You go to Anfield, it'll happen. You go to Old Trafford, you go to Stamford Bridge, you go to White Hart Lane, or go to Etihad. Arsenal's great. All of the big six teams will get decisions that the smaller teams don't get.
I mean, obviously the proof is there. I mean, you know, it's been happening, hasn't it? I think we should sign McCurdy next season. Depends if he's out of contract and whether Villa will let him go.
Whether we could get him back, I don't know. I don't think we're getting back on loan because we haven't played him enough, in my opinion. He should have started more games, to be fair.
Yeah.
He hasn't had a chance, and will Villa look at that and think, well, he didn't bother playing him, so why should we lend him back to you?
Good shout. Show us your t-shirt, Kev.
Welsh one.
Satisfied with us? Happy days. Weedy Weed fan clubs. Should there be a Welsh league, just Welsh clubs?
No.
I think there already is, mate.
And there is, and that's a no, because there was already, this was already done 27 years ago, 30 years ago. That's why Newport County didn't join it.
Yeah, because it was shit. Or getting back on loan, yeah. Obviously about McCurdy, that was from Callum. Tony, if we don't go up this season, a lot of talent's going to leave us. I don't necessarily think so.
I genuinely think we'll keep a lot of the players because we've had the good FA Cup runs the last 2 years, and I think we'll get players coming to us this year who probably wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I think the only player we will leave, and I still genuinely think he'll go, is Butler. I don't know why, I just think Butler will go. I know this championship side's sniffing around, so...
Hope you're wrong, Kev, but you never know, do you? Would you rather see Leeds or Sheffield United in the Premier League? That's a good question.
Who cares, really? To be honest, if I had to answer, Leeds, because Sheffield United were a bunch of dicks when Warnock was in charge, and he had the shit with West Ham and Tevez. And they turned around and they said to Wigan, we'll help you, we'll help. No, as Wigan said, we'll help you to Sheffield United. Sheffield United said, we'll help you. And once one of the teams knew they were relegated or stayed up, the other team said, no, we're not bothering you.
Yeah.
So, but Sheffield United I've never liked because Warnock was manager.
I'd rather see Leeds, personally, because Leeds got shafted by a former chairman, got completely screwed over, and their fans basically deserve it. Yeah. You've got to heal their wounds from the loss to us. Colin Simmons need to keep Danny's class. Completely agree, but is it out of our hands? How long do we have Ammon for? Till the end of next season. Croft is a class above when he's fit.
How do you know?
We haven't really seen him.
I haven't seen him play. How did you know? I think the only game he played the full game in was Wrexham in the FA Cup, and he was terrible.
So Marcus May reckons Bennett has 1 year left.
I thought he was good for next season.
Byrie Leeds by a mile, top 6 Prem club. Also, Ben Kennedy has been poor, expected better things. I think he's been good.
He had a poor game against Yeovil first half. Second half, he was outstanding. Everyone was poor on Tuesday night. I thought he played all right. He's been playing okay.
So Ellis Williams reckons we won't replace Labadi. I don't think you can replace a player like Labadi, can you?
Well, when you say we won't replace him, we need. I wouldn't say we so much replace him. We need a player of a similar way he plays. Someone who can put the foot on the ball, similar to Lee Minshaw.
Yeah.
Foot on the ball. Who wants it? Because Dolan can do. Every time Dolan gets a ball, he passes it backwards or sideways.
Yeah. So Weedy Weed fan club is saying up the likes. Yeah, but on 16 at the moment, guys. Let's see if we can break 20. There's 25 of you in the chat. So let's see if we can break 20 likes, and we'll extend for 10 minutes and take it to 40.
Cross-side. Well, again.
Love it, Kev. Love it. So Bobby Beckford saying at Colin Simmons, yes, Leeds fans deserve promotion. They show great support every week. Well, Sheffield United do as well.
To be fair, Leeds they took 5,000-6,000 away the other week. My mate, I know a guy who's a big Leeds fan. He goes home and away and watches them. And to be fair, the support they got is unbelievable.
Tony, people slate Keanu Marshbrain, but he's been out all season and doesn't get enough service from the midfield. When he does get service, having Aziz, Keanu, Podge at the front will be deadly next season.
Right, I'll show you an example of that. I think it was the Tranmere game, either Tranmere or Swindon, I can't remember which one it was, where Marsh Brown played. It might have been the Tranmere game because he had that bloody brilliant game against Yeovil. And I think he was playing, I don't know what position he was playing, but he must have been 20 yards behind the strikers. Every time Matt got a ball, Marsh Brown was nowhere to be seen. And then one time he was back defending when everyone else was up the pitch. So to me, he's another Marlon Jackson, but a bit better.
Bit better and actually scored a competitive goal for us. Luke County, do you think officials favour the big clubs in the Premier League? West Ham being robbed against United? Well, we've obviously just mentioned that. So nice when we've already answered the question. We can move on there. Try and get Kennedy.
Yes,
Tony, also seen some things on Facebook. We're doing something special for Franks against Bury. Looking forward to that. That'd be great, that will. MH, love catching Taff's word live. Who's excited about Cardiff and Swansea in the Championship next season? Need to get Newport
you
there.
You want about that, Cardiff and Swansea in the Championship next season. What about the season after, Newport and Cardiff in League One?
Oh, bloody hell. Go on, Kev. So, yeah, cheers, guys. We've hit our 20 likes. We are going to extend right on time as well, because we're only 3 seconds over the time we're supposed to be finishing. So, you guys have had another 10 minutes. Happy days. If we can push the chat and get 35 people in, we've got 28 at the moment. If everybody in here can share the link, we can get 35 people in here. We'll extend by another 5 minutes, make it 45. If we can push 30 likes, then we'll go for the hour. How's about that? Tell you what, right? 40 people in the chat, 30 likes, we'll go for the hour. And we will bring you a lot more. Opinions on Nick Townsend's injury.
Strange one, this. Strange one.
So what's happened to Nick Townsend?
Well, apparently, is it an elbow injury or an arm injury?
So
or
something like that, yeah.
And it was funny because Hammond had the same injury, or shoulder injury. So it was strange whether it's just an excuse they're using or whether, because I've heard rumours of something else, but which I'm not going to say a lot of, but I don't think Townsend to be at the end of the season.
I've heard little rumours of players sort of
because he's not getting no game time. Which, okay, he's not going to get an over day anyway. His day's been outstanding, I think, this season. Barely odd 1 or 2 mistakes, but that's why he's in League 2. But I just think it's an excuse. What's Townsend done? He fell over getting the newspapers or something, did he? Or going up a shot for the mill?
It's a tea-related injury, making the tea for Joe Day. Tony,
Day's boots.
Thoughts on refs in League 2? Shit. How can we make them better?
You
can't. They are shocking in League 2.
To be fair, I think Kevin Johnson last week, he's probably the most improved referee we've had in League 2 over the years, Kevin Johnson.
Got to agree with that one.
But that one against Tranmere, apparently was a stand-in, all 3 of them were stand-in officials.
Yeah, all stand-ins, yeah. Couldn't be bothered to ref the game. Chris Ball is in, hello. Verse 45, I'm French and I support Nipple County. What a legend.
Yeah.
What a legend. Thoughts on Salah's goal, karma for Chelsea fans, and goal of the season.
Goal.
Great goal. I don't think it's quite goal of the season. I think, what's his name, Andros Townsend's goal against Man City win goal of the season. But I got to be fair, great goal from Salah. Back at his very best at the moment. I got to agree with that one. Ellis Williams, be quieter. Well, I just had something just pop up. Tiger Woods has won the bloody Masters. Bloody hell, I thought he was dead and buried. Tiger Woods, but anyway, it's a football chat, it's not a golf chat. We like exciting sports, not boring shit sports.
It's all about his winning.
Oh, yeah. Lincoln fans are class mind. They're loud, but they're very, very arrogant, aren't they? Their newfound success, they're very arrogant about it.
I hate trade, you would care about Sheehan. I know my brother wouldn't.
That's the thing. Football's a game of opinions, isn't it?
I just think he hasn't proven himself. He was, apart from the Yeovil game where he started, and to me, he bossed that game. He was never man of match Tuesday night. And I don't, to be fair, no one played well Tuesday against Swindon, really. I think you've got to look now at the next couple of games where you don't give him a contract on one game.
No. So, Russ Page, how will Bradford do next season? It's be an interesting one, you know, Flinney up against Bradford in League 2. Well, they're as good as Day now, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll be looking forward to a new ground for me. That will be Bradford. Welsh Gamer, I'm going to hold my head in shame. I'm from Newport, but support Southampton up the Saints. Nothing really wrong with that. As long as you follow the county as well, that's fine. You know, there's a lot of teams that support other clubs as well. Like,
are you having a laugh?
Kevin
Kindy scored 15 goals this season now from penalties. And this season, what did he score last season, the season before, and the season before, and the season before?
He is prolific.
He's been prolific every season. He a banner, I think he had 3 seasons. He scored 15 goals each season or more. So he's probably the best striker in League 2. Him and Norwood. I'd have both of them in the squad.
Too right. Friel's firm, we need to start advertising the club up in the Gwent Valleys. Funny enough, we were just talking about that. Maybe have some friendlies up there to draw some of the Valleys boys into maybe coming down. Well, that's pretty much that's pretty much our conversation in a nutshell there. Rob Priest, Kev, there wasn't many who went to support the scum Hereford, yes, until it all kicked off, but Leeds, Man United, Liverpool was the norm in the 90s. I know of a fair few.
I know a load of boys who went. I don't know how many there was, obviously, but to me, it was a load that went to Cardiff.
Yeah.
Load of boys, because when Newport got back in the Football League, they all started coming back as Newport fans, and they've been supporting Cardiff for the last 20 years.
S13 Phoenix, was there a fire near Bar Amber? I don't think it was a fire.
No,
I think
it was a car overheated or something.
Yeah, so it just kicked up a bunch of smoke. It did, nothing bad.
No offence.
Look at us. So Tony says, no offence, mind, but you look at our stadium.
No, I'm not blaming anyone.
Nobody would choose
us.
I'm
not blaming anyone for going to support Cardiff or anything.
We need a better stadium and a better amount of fans who will sing and make noise. Completely agree on that second part.
I agree on that with no thing, and this is what I was saying when we were non-league. You either go and watch someone play in Morton in the Marsh on a park pitch, or you're going to watch League One football, because at the time Cardiff were in League One. Go and watch League One football where you're getting 6,000 people there, or you're getting 300 on the park pitch.
It's quite obvious what people
at the end of the day,
really, isn't
that's
it?
what people did.
But then at the end of the day, I mean, you speculate to accumulate. You give the time to your local team, Newport County, and then basically if enough people do it and they get the support, they get the money in through the door, basically you put yourself in a much better position for them to drive forward, and eventually they could end up hitting the same heights as the club that you're currently going and watching, but then it could be the same level of football on your bloody doorstep then, just people can't see past the fact, Newport County just League Two, I'm going to go and watch Man United, three times a season and sit in front of my telly for the rest of the bloody time, people don't understand that, Newport as a city and the surrounding area has got enough people in it to potentially kick the club forward, so far forward that we could end up reaching those heights one day. Swansea had done it, and Swansea is in a bigger city than Newport.
Well, Swansea went up and back from the bottom.
Yeah.
Up to the top and back down again in each season. So,
like I say,
look at Bournemouth were another side.
Hull.
No bigger fans than us.
Hull will lead to.
Yeah, I think Hull got a bigger fan base, but if you look at Bournemouth, they were getting like 11,000 in the Championship.
It just goes to show that, if the people of Newport put their faith in the county, show a bit of love for the local team, who knows.
I genuinely think as well, we're missing a trick at the moment. People keep on about season tickets. Yes, I know we got the money to probably see us through season. Yeah. But surely we should be advertising now for season tickets. Getting them ones who went to the FA Cup games thinking, I can get a season ticket for, 250, 300 quid, like I did last season. Get them out early. Yep. Get more fans in. If we make another 50 sales on season tickets, you made your money, haven't you?
So Tony, Lincoln have flags, loads of drums, and they have thousands bouncing. Well, that's basically where we want to be as the Amber Army group one day, is to have loads of us there, have more than one drum, get it going proper. Tony, again, we keep our fans spread out and not together, gives us no chance of us singing. Yeah, that's the thing I don't understand, is that when we get a full away and we just spread out, we don't come together and actually, sing together. We always spread out if we can. It's mad. Russ Page, I've seen minibuses going from Cumbrae going to Man United, Man City, Leeds, Cardiff, Leicester. So why can't we attract more fans?
I think the answer was what I said, to be honest. We've lost a generation of people. Don't forget, we struggled for probably the first 6-7 years of being in long league. We struggled. I know we won the Hellenic League, and then we had a couple of years before they restructured and we were in the Conference South and the Beadle and all that. So you think, 1989 we won, 1989-90 season we won the Hellenic League. What year did we win the Blue Square South? 2011? 2010, 2011. So we had
it was 09 and 10.
So you were that gap of 10 years before we did anything?
Yeah.
So you got to think of it, 10 years is a long time in football.
Yeah, too right. Now, we have to catch up on some of these. I think we're a fair bit behind. Nick's in, Ipswich are down, commiserations, mate. I did mention that earlier, you obviously wasn't in. But gutted for you, mate, absolutely gutted. But Springboard, the League One Springboard, former Premier League teams, you could be back there within a few years, trust me. Swansea got robbed 2 goals in the FA Cup. That was ridiculous if they used VAR. Completely agree. Tony, if our stand was a bit like Lincoln, it gives a better chance for people to join in chants and all. There's a segregation in our stand that doesn't have the same. Yeah, it's because they obviously got that.
The best, I think, the
close.
best stand we ever had was over Spicky.
The shed.
The shed
Loved
over
the shed.
Spicky was absolutely
Loved the
fantastic. I was.
If they were able to move the shed over to
and stick it behind on the North Terrace.
Yeah, that'd be great. That would. So they're saying, was there a fire near Baramba? Yeah, we
already answered that.
We sorted that. It was just a van. Baramba, complete bamboozle. Right, okay, so Chris Ball's having a. I think we will keep Dimitri a good relationship with the manager. Yeah, hopefully. Dan Butler, dirty skate. Don't know what that means. Will Man U beat Barcelona? I don't think so. No, it's a stretch too far. That is. Who's going to win the Europa League? Arsenal, Chelsea, Valencia.
Arsenal win it.
Yeah, I've got a feeling about Arsenal as well. Absolutely. So yeah, everyone's saying about Tiger Woods winning the Masters. Yeah, as a HD, we need a big defence midfielder.
Still haven't won as many as he had women, no?
Yeah, good shape. Good shout. So Liam Phelps is putting out his new Adi Aziz chant. Pick up them lyrics, guys. Adi Aziz.
Fuck's sake.
So the chant is basically, I saw my mate the other day. He reckons he saw the new Pele. When I asked who is he goes by the name of Adi Aziz. Adi Aziz. Adi Aziz. Will Arsenal beat Napoli in Italy? I don't know whether they'll beat Napoli in Italy, but I think they'll protect their 2-goal lead out in Italy. Liam, is this going to be a joke or is this real? Well, I thought it was a bit of a joke when the chant was first coming out, but it turns out it's going to be real. A lot of people started joining in with it.
If he gets 10 goals before the end of the season, then yeah.
Bluebirds TV, VAR needed. VAR is needed everywhere. Yeah. MH, never mind. Luke Cainty, do you think Cainty need more squad rotation in the end of the season running?
No, because we need to play our best team for every game.
Best team every game.
We want to sneak the playoffs, that's what we need to do.
So Tony reckons it's a class chant. Fair play. Who is Luke supporting this week, Kev?
Oh, I don't know. Luke Gilbert.
Oh, good shape, yes.
I don't know, probably support... he'd probably go back to Liverpool, I would say. Now, if he win the league or the Champions League,
he'd be a Liverpool fan again.
Yeah.
Completely agree with that one,
because he was Man City, Chelsea, Leicester, he's been all of them, hasn't he?
Good question, Feels Firm. Will the middle section of the Hazel Stand be blocked off next season? That's the thing. I don't know. I've heard something that it may not need to be. Because obviously there's been no repeat incidents, so they may be able to.
Yeah, well, that worked out well, didn't it? How many people standing there? One.
There's about 5 people in there.
Worked, I think it's the same guy. I believe Danny will.
Oh, Luke. He basically means Luke de Gilbert, basically, mate. Not you. It's Luke de Gilbert. He supports different teams near enough every week. He's a Villa fan. He used to be a Liverpool fan, but then he also likes Man City
and Leicester
and Derby
and was because of Frank Lampard and Chelsea and then support Lincoln now when they win the league.
Liam Phelps can't believe Danny Rowe from Fylde is not a Football League player. 90+ goals in the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, he won't be here next season. I heard he's going to Lincoln.
Shite. I agree with you, Tony. Season tickets coming soon. Chris Ball says season tickets are coming soon.
Yeah, I know it's no rush, but I think we need to advertise him because you get new people on board. If you can get another 50 people to buy a season ticket at £300, then.
So H comes in. RP needs to be modernised.
Yeah, well, the North Terrace. I think we need to put a roof on the North Terrace, and I think the away seats need a roof on as well. To be fair.
Yeah. I'm proud of the fact that Howard has actually spelt the word modernised correctly. Well done, mate.
But the thing is he watching this on the radio?
Yes. Oh, I'll never forget that. Never forget that. H, you're a freaking legend. Now, guys, we're going to be calling it time once we catch up. So, Tony, in my opinion, though, Taff, we don't do enough outside the stadium. Like maybe if we had posters around the town, advertise a game. But the only thing with this, though, Tony, is it costs a lot of money. Unless we could find some kind of printing firm who supports the club.
To be honest, I think at the end of the day, I think as I said before on numerous meetings that people have volunteered, and I drive. The job I do, I'm driving around for a living.
Yeah.
And I go up the valleys, so I've said to the club, give me 100 leaflets. I'll push them through doors. I'll hand them out while I'm up there.
Yeah.
And other people have said the same. I know people like Stavs that does driving and whatever.
Yeah.
people like that, the club need to be putting
I would do it as well.
Club.
I go into a lot of factories. I dish leaflets out in factories.
I travel a lot of Bristol as well, which I do down here. But I do Ebervale, up the valleys, and I could be pushing them through the letterbox.
But then it's can the club produce these leaflets cost effectively? Yeah,
but surely all you need to do is just print one with a fixture on, and just print the fixture off.
Print a fixture list, yeah.
And if someone give me a hard copy of one, I'd go home and print them. I photocopy them, I don't. Just print 200 of them.
It's a good point, Tony. Weedy Weed. Why is it that it's just us that sing on a match day and the rest of the grain don't think about how much it would help? I've been beating my head against a bloody wall.
But the strange thing for me as well is if you go to an away game, and we'll say Middlesbrough for argument's sake, because we took nearly 1,200 up there. Because you're all in one stand, everyone's had a good drink, people tend to join in. And this is what gets my goat, because at home we're struggling to get people to sing. Yeah, in away games, everyone's starting.
Everyone does, yeah. The thing is, on the away games, when everyone's had a couple to drink, they want to be the ones to start the chant off. So
and we're all in the same area. Yeah.
But then you get different people who we've never seen before starting chants off at the wrong times.
Because we're all in the same area.
And the thing is, they start shouting at us then. They start saying, "Oh, why do you sing for the team?" It's like, "Who are you again, mate? Fuck off," you know. Anyway, we got to whiz through these now, guys, because we're running out of time. Luke County, the club commercial side of things and off the field is poor, I think. We're losing hundreds of thousands, not advertising, marketing the club correctly. Well, I think Alex is doing a good job with what he's got at the moment, but he inherited a shit shower from his predecessor. But obviously the days of Watsy are over. Alex, being a local lad himself, next season when he's going to get a full freaking canvas practically to go with, I think he's going to do the job well. Tony, there's plenty what we can do as fans to get the attention of the city. We should show off our fans as much as possible outside the stadium to make people want to come. Completely agree. Being nice. Don't want Rob Taylor to get me with his pot noodle breath.
It's Rob Taylor, that fat guy that sings now and again at certain games with the glasses. Is he the one? The plastic one.
Yeah.
And sometimes doesn't show up. Is that the same guy?
The one that looks like he's got a black sheep on his face.
Yeah. The fattish guy who sings all sorts of shit at the games and never see him otherwise.
Luke Wilkins is in, oi. Weedy saw me the other day. We need an atmosphere section. I mean, technically we got it. We just need the people in that section to bloody sing, because there's so many people and it grinds my fucking gears. I mean it. Well, when people stand with us and don't fucking sing all game.
Aziz is awful. I don't think he's awful. Marsh Brain's worse than bloody Adi Aziz.
Yeah, the Keanu Marsh Brain chant. The Keanu Marsh Brain chant was so bad. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. But the thing is, if I'm not a fan of a chant, but everyone else sings it, I'll join in because that's what you should do.
Hash Brain, they ought to be called. Isn't it?
So everyone's going in with all the Muldoon from Harrogate is on the way. Too good for Vanarama.
I think that's why we should be looking at these lower league sides, to be honest.
Yeah. MH Newport should be hiring Taff for PR. They wouldn't be able to afford me, mate, trust me. Tony, we should make chant for player the same as Virgil van Dijk when it's class. We did do that once before with Mark Byrne, because it's actually an Irish song that's used for the Virgil van Dijk one, but we took the Celtic version of that chant for Charlie Mulgrew. So we did the la 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 part of it as well. But then look for Charlie Mulgrew. Look for the Charlie Mulgrew chant for Celtic. Trust me, it's quality.
Still watching the video.
Our next 3 games: Bury, Macclesfield, and Lincoln. Yes, I believe it is. So Bury on Friday, then Macclesfield, then Lincoln at home. Then we've got. I think we got another home game then, haven't we? We've got Oldham at home on the Tuesday, and then it's Morecambe away to finish us
Oldham
off.
on the Tuesday, Lincoln on the Saturday, and then it's Morecambe. Because Lincoln's last 29th of April.
Right. So we team, what happened to the FA Cup money, wasting it on a stupid castle tunnel that the way fans laugh at? Now, first of all,
I thought the Dragons paid for that.
It's the rugby who paid for that. Nothing to do with us.
Nope.
Although they might have tried charging us for a third of it, though. Fucking chances.
As far as I know, we didn't want it there.
Nick Muller, no chance in the Prem, boring fans. Really? Some good chance. I think Liverpool quality. Obviously, Man United have got some good ones as well. Fair play to them. Would you rather County win the FA Cup and get relegated, or go to League One and stay there?
Stay 10 years because I won't want to go back to non-league.
No, easy one that one. Guys, I didn't even get around to doing my what's it called? Well, I tell you what, right, let's extend 10 minutes because I'm going to put you guys in. Right, I'm going to do some football trivia. I'm going to introduce something new and get you guys thinking about something. So I remember a couple of fans came in the Amber Army section and we were bouncing and they complained about it, saying, "Oh, I've been here for 10 years. I deserve respect." Blah,
what, 10 years in the Hazel's terrace? I'd say you must. You've only been here 6, mate.
MH has sent us $5 American. Thank you very much, MH. That's really appreciate. We really appreciate that. Any donations are amazing. You know, but whether you donate 50p or whether you donate $5 or anything else, it all helps us. Obviously, everything that we earn on this channel goes back into the club in some way, shape, or form. Bailey Goodall, that's a bit late, mate. And there, for 50 minutes in, jeez. Bailey, you're a weedy, whatever. Most boring league, Scotland or France?
Got to be Scotland for me.
I'd say France because there's only one team that's going to win it. Where Celtic, I think, are going to.
Yeah, but I think it's more bigger teams that come out to France than they are Scotland.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Scotland and Celtic, Rangers, but Aberdeen.
Scottish football can be so raw, though. I love it. I'm not really weed proof. It's Callum Whittington. Well, I haven't seen Callum for a while. Oh, there he is. Tony, £2 from Tony. Tony, you're an absolute legend. Thank you, mate. Thank you for anyone who donates. And say, well, we're going to give you another 10 minutes. When anyone else who wants to chuck in a quid or two, you know, it'd be massively appreciative. Right, so guys, we caught up. So here's a bit of trivia for you guys. Right now, this is tough. This is really tough. I've got 3 of them. Probably only going to have time to do 1, so I'll save the other 2 for next week. But right, I've got my little bit of paper here. So this is basically the question is basically called teammates. This is a teammates question. So what I'm going to do is basically give you 4 players. Oh, no. It's a number of players who one particular player was played with. And you've got to guess who the player is based on the teammates I read out. So this player has been a teammate of Jesper Blomqvist, Alan Shearer, Sol Campbell, and Peter Schmeichel. But the key thing about this is he's never played with any of them, more than one of them at a time. So he's played with each of these players, but at separate clubs or in separate sort of what's the word? Separate. Basically, he's never played with these players together. You know, so he's played with each of these players individually. So Jesper Blomqvist, Alan Shearer, Sol Campbell, and Peter Schmeichel. And it doesn't have to just be clubs. It can be international as well. That's what I was looking for. So there's your 4 players. Who is the one player that links all them as a teammate? Jesper Blomqvist, Alan Shearer, Sol Campbell, and Peter Schmeichel. I will reveal before we finish. And so far we've had one person's tried, and Chris Sutton. That is incorrect. It is not Chris Sutton.
Chris Sutton's never played with Peter Schmeichel, unless he's played with him in the tunnel. But
yeah, I imagine a lot of that goes on, especially in the Premier League. Ellis Williams, new thing: if we get £5 from the chat every week, we extend for 15 minutes. I'd go for that. If we get donations every week and it goes above £5, we will extend.
I think if Weedy off, it gives us 100 quid. We'll go for another 20 minutes.
I'll tell you what. If Weedy Weed gives us 100 pence, I'll go for another 10 minutes. Go on, Weedy Weed. Put your money where your mouth is. Your mouthy shit, you. Come on. Let's be having you.
You'd have to ask his mum for this. Can you have a pocket money?
But guys, I mean, we've had 35 likes in this chat. This is the most we've had for a while, which is great. We've broke 30 on a number of different top points of the chat, which is awesome. And we've made £5.80 in donations. That's great. So Luke County is saying Larson. That's incorrect.
Was that Larson?
Incorrect. But I think obviously he means Henrik Larsson, but no, unfortunately not. Callum Winton, he can't afford it. QLD pay up Weedy Weed. Ryan G. Hi Taff. Who do you think will win the Europa League this year? I'm hoping Emery's can win it for the 4th time. Yeah, I got a feeling it's going to be Arsenal. I do think it's going to be Arsenal. So Ellis Williams saying successful stream. It has been. It's been pretty damn good. Welsh Gamer saying Darren Anderton. That's a good shape, but it's not correct.
He was injured more times than playing anyway, so he wouldn't have played with any of them. He was sick note.
So Darren Anderton it's good, but it's not. No. It's not correct, guys. It's not correct. Any new merch from the Amber Army, by the way, Taff? Coming soon, mate. Just you keep your eyes out, mate. We do have some coming soon.
Pay up weed. He's got to ask his mum for his pocket money.
Yeah. Or for the PayPal account, email and password, of course. I hope. Andy Cole. That's good, but it's not right. See how I go with the old catchphrase. You can't
call him Andy Cole no more. It's Andrew Cole.
Catchphrase. Andrew Cole. Yeah, he prefers Andrew. He doesn't like Andy. He prefers Andrew. But that was a good shape. Paul Scholes is incorrect. Incorrect.
Scholes have played with the others. He only ever played for one club.
Can we have a chant? Pay up, Weedy. Pay up, Weedy. Pay up, Weedy. So Luke Wilkins, what's the question? The question is, right? Basically, this football trivia is called teammates. So I'm going to read out 4 players who have all been a teammate of one player, and you've got to guess who that player is. So the player in question has been a teammate of Jesper Blomqvist, Alan Shearer, Sol Campbell, and Peter Schmeichel. They could have played together at the same club. They could play together international football. But the one significant thing about this one is that he's never been teammates with more than one of these at one time. So he's basically played for separate different teams with each of these. So to give you a little bit of a clue, now obviously if we're thinking of international football, Jesper Blomqvist was Swedish, Alan Shearer and Sol Campbell were both English, and Peter Schmeichel was Danish, just in case you guys didn't know that. So Rooney is incorrect, Cantona is incorrect. You could do a trivia question every couple of weeks. Man United, a little giveaway or something.
Man United, Newcastle, Blackburn.
Yeah, so Blomqvist, I believe, played for Blackburn, and who else did he play for? No, it was Man United, Blomqvist mainly. Yeah, right. But then in England, that was the case. I can't think who else Blomqvist played for outside of England, to be honest with you. But
Shearer played for
Alan Shearer was obviously Blackburn and Newcastle. Sol Campbell was obviously Tottenham and Arsenal. Portsmouth. And Peter Schmeichel would have been Man United, Man City and Aston Villa. And Sporting Lisbon, I believe he played for as well before he called it a day. Tim Sherwood is incorrect. Henri is incorrect. Although, to give you a bit of a clue, with Henri and with Cantona, you're getting warmer. You're getting warmer. So Ellis Williams says Beckham. That's incorrect.
Beckham played with Posh.
It's a good shape, Beckham, mind, because I don't think Beckham was a team.
Did he play? Well, he played in the same team.
I believe. But the thing is,
played with Blomqvist.
The difference, Beckham would have been correct if it wasn't for that significant point of didn't play with them together. You know, because Beckham was a teammate of all of them. He was a teammate of Blomqvist, Schmeichel, but together, and Alan Shearer, Sol Campbell, but together. So Keith Gillespie's a good shape, actually. That's a really good shape, but that's not correct. Ferdinand is incorrect also, but another good shape. Obviously, I think people are looking at the Tottenham and Newcastle connection there, of course. Obviously, well, Keith Gillespie didn't do Tottenham, but Ferdinand would have been the Tottenham and Newcastle connection. Les Ferdinand played for Tottenham, possibly, I think, with Sol Campbell, and played at Newcastle with Shearer, but never played with Blomqvist or Schmeichel. So I think I think we're getting to the point where we're getting close to the hour now. Let's have a show of hands. Who wants me to put them out of their misery and tell them who is the correct answer for this one? Because this is tough. Patrick Vieira's a good shape, but not correct.
You're on the right track, though.
Sorry, but that's not correct.
You're on the right track with Vieira, Cantona, and Henry.
So Mank Larks is late in. Mank Larks, you've missed out on the trivia question. I'm going to give you 20 seconds to chip in with an answer if you'd like. Basically, the trivia is called teammates. Teammates. And basically, these 4 players have all been a teammate of one person who you've got to guess. You've got to guess who the answer is. So Jesper Blomqvist, Alan Shearer, Sol Campbell and Peter Schmeichel have all been teammates of one person. But the significant thing about it, which shocked down Ellis's answer, David Beckham, was he was never teammates with more than one of these at a time. So there's no correct answers. Adam Johnson
he
is
did
definitely
did play, but not with
play, but not with people of his age.
No.
And
Gallas.
No, Gallas is incorrect. Bart is incorrect. But we do have the correct answer.
Yes.
The correct answer
and
is
here.
Did
he get that?
Luke Wilkins has given us the correct answer. It is David Ginola. David Ginola is the correct answer. So it would have been Sol Campbell at Tottenham. It would have been... I can't think who we would have played with Blomqvist with.
But Tottenham.
But then Shearer would have...
sure Blomqvist played for Tottenham. That's why I think.
But then not at the same time. They can't have been at the same time. Peter Schmeichel, I think... When was Schmeichel? It would have been Villa, wouldn't it? Peter Schmeichel was Villa. So there we go, guys. The correct answer, Luke Wilkins. You're the winner of the quiz, and you win a thumbs up from me. A double win.
You win
That's
a
your prize.
Off Spitty.
Yeah, I guess Spitty donate you a packet of Haribo or something. So there we go.
What we're going to do at the end of the season as well, I said I got some at home. I got a signed football.
A signed football?
Of the 2010 season when they won the Blue Square South. Signed by Dean Oldsworth, Matt Bishop and all that. Which we can auction off. Or ask a question like this and see who wins it can win the football.
Tune in next week, guys.
That'll be good.
Kev's
For the end
back.
of the season, we do that towards the end of the season.
Towards the end of the season. But we are doing an incentive thing, a winning incentive thing. Basically, we're heading for 3,000 subscribers, basically. And we're at a point where we're going to be close to 2,500. So when we hit 2,500, we're doing a giveaway. When we hit 2,750, we're doing another giveaway. When we hit 3,000, we're doing a big giveaway like the 2,000 one that we did last time. So Luke Wilkins has asked, what about a bum? I'll talk to you later, mate. Cool. Safe. Nice one. Alice Williams, he looked it up. That's the thing, though. It's difficult.
So how could you look that up?
It's difficult to look these ones up. That's why I've selected these lines of questions. No, I've taken them from an app that I paid for. It's a football trivia app, and it is tough. It is a very, very tough one. Now, I'll tell you what then, guys, right? Because it's been such a good stream, I'm going to ask you the same questions that I asked Kev, because I give Kev a bit of trivia, and I told him I was going to do a bit of trivia tonight, and I gave him a really good one. Now, for those of you old enough to remember football in the 90s, this will be a good one for you, or unless you just know football that well that you will know the answer anyway. So basically, 5 keepers who were not English won the FA Cup during the 90s. So 5 keepers are not English, so they can be British, but not English. So 5 non-English goalkeepers won the FA Cup in the 1990s. Who are the 5 keepers? Now, this is one you can Google the shit out of. So if you Google it, you're not just cheating everybody else in the chat, but you're cheating yourselves as well.
You'll probably be one of them you will probably never have ever heard of anyway.
Yeah. So there we go. Luke Wilkins says, I know a lot about football. Taff will back me up. Yeah, he does. He knows his football. He knows his football that well that he wanted to be a Reading supporter when we were kids. Matt Larks, good win for Newport as well yesterday. Yeah, great. Good win for you guys as well. But obviously Liverpool beat Chelsea. Buffon has never played in England. Ellis Williams, Schmeichel, that's one of the 5. Ellis Williams gets the first one. We've got 4 left. Now, I know 2 of them you're probably going to get. But the other 2, I don't think you're going to.
I haven't even heard of one of them.
But this is a very, very tough one. So Seithel, Schmeichel, yeah. So Seithel is correct. Schmeichel's 1, so we got 2 of the 5, 3 left.
The next one of the ones you should get quite easy.
Seaman is
English, so it's not.
So that is incorrect. But because we don't have much time left, guys, I am going to give you a bit of a clue by telling you who won the FA Cup throughout the 90s. Now, in 1990, Man United won it. I can only think of English keepers, to be honest, says Tony. Lukic is incorrect, Luke, sorry. So in 1990, Man United won the FA Cup. In 91, it was Spurs. In 92, it was Liverpool. In 93, it was Arsenal. In 94, it was Man United. In 95, it was Everton. In 96, it was Man United. In 97, it was Chelsea. In 98, it was Man United. In 99, it was Man United. So Grobbelaar, correct. There we go.
Yeah,
Van der Sar is incorrect. So we got 3 of them. Ed de Hoy. No, I thought it was Ed de Hoy.
Did.
But it was... Right, I'm going to give you a clue. It was a Chelsea goalkeeper. So we're not Ed de Hoy. I thought it was him.
I'd be very surprised.
Jim Leighton is incorrect. Les Seeley was Man United's goalkeeper. Peter Cech, was not there. Karim was another one that I thought it was. No, but it was another Chelsea goalkeeper.
No.
Bartes is incorrect. Cernacek is incorrect. I thought Cernacek because I thought Newcastle
picked
one.
Enough what you've just said now, because there's someone...
So Schmeichel, Friedel, Lukic, no. So Schmeichel, yes. Friedel, no. Lukic, no. Grobbelaar, yes. Seifel, yes. So we got 3. So, right, I'm going to give you the ultimate clue. It was definitely a Chelsea goalkeeper in 97, and it was a Tottenham goalkeeper in 91. Nigel Martin was English. Shaka Hislop, no. Cudicini, no. Pepe Reina was in the noughties.
Shaka Hislop,
not in the 90s.
Play for Newcastle and West Ham.
So, let me know when you want me to put you out of your misery.
Someone again, it was a guys.
So, who's going to get onto Google first then? Let's see. Neil Sullivan, that's good, but it's not correct.
Was that Matthew Sullivan or Rob Sullivan?
I'd like to think it was, was it Paul Sullivan? The Scottish goalkeeper who played for Wimbledon. But then, obviously, Wimbledon won it in the 80s, not in the 90s. But then it wouldn't have been Sullivan who was in goal then. It would have been...
Tell us that, no, I could go for it. Ian Morgan, no.
Ian Morgan was English. Who was the goalkeeper? It was Dave Besant, wasn't it? Was the goalkeeper for
Wimbledon, yeah.
For Wimbledon. Then, find my brain, and this is... I'm not Googling it. Good. Right then. So, to put you out of your misery, guys... before we end, so Bosnitz is a good shape, but it's not correct. The Tottenham goalkeeper in 91 was Erik Torsted, Norwegian goalkeeper, and also Norwegian was Frode Grodås. He was the Chelsea goalkeeper in 97.
Never heard of him.
No, I know a Frode Grodås. He was definitely there. But there you go, guys. That wraps things up for us now. So we've given you an hour and nearly 10 minutes now tonight. So we've made £5.80 from donations. So thank you very much for them. And 38 likes. And we've had many of you in here for the duration of the chat. So Kevin, must be you. You make sure you get your ass back here next week. And I'll have more trivia for you next week, guys. I'll keep this as a regular feature for you. If you like my new thing, Taff polls, make sure you've got until the end of tonight to get your vote in for the greatest county manager of all time. I mean, we relying on the sunlight, and now it's going dark. Anyway, thanks all, guys. Thanks all for getting involved. Thanks, Kev, for joining me.
No problem.
It's been a pleasure as always.
Again. And I will see you all at Bury.
Yeah, for those of you who are county fans, we'll see you on Friday. At the Bury game. For those of you who are not, we'll see you next Sunday, same time as always. Cheerio for now, guys. Thank you and good night.